Hello all, my name is Gustavo Mendes and today we're going to talk about opening Mistika Insight for the first time. So we're going to double click on the icon here on my desktop. The first window you're going to see is this login window. What we have here is pretty straightforward. You basically choose a user that you want to log in as, and for you to create a new user, all you need to do is click on Edit User Modes, and then you click on Create New User, and you're going to see that now we have this Mistika User 2. I'm going to change the name for HAL 9000 just for fun. And if you want to add a photo or anything here, any type of image, I have, for example, a JPEG image here on my desktop. Just going to drag and drop, and it will add that. So now you have a name and you have a photo for your user. And the next thing that you're going to see here is you have a way to set up different hotkeys and different config files. So for example, if I come here and say that I have a hotkey that I want to set up, a different keyboard setup, you just double click and you're going to see this window with an incredible amount of commands that you can set up. So for example, if I want to open something here real quick that I know already has some shortcuts, you can see here if I'm inside the curves window, the block, and I have a duplicate and move shortcut. And if you want to add something, so for example, let's say right here on the clipboard I want to do a command and there's a tangent flat, and I just want to say I want to add this to the letter, let's see, O. So let's just click on O and you're good to go. And if you're done with that, you can click on OK. And what you can do as well is you can save different flavors. For example, if you want to create a editing shortcut keyboard, or if you want to create a more effects-based shortcut keyboard. So all you need to do is right click, and you see here there's an edit file, but you can actually save as a flavor. So you just click here and it's going to say new flavor. If you double click, it's going to show the option to load that keyboard setup, so you can click on yes if you want to load it. And if you just click on F2 or just click once here on the name as well, you have the chance to change this, and I can say this is Gustavo. And I have that, and as I said, if you right click and can just load the flavor and just say that you want to load this hotkey and just click on yes. And when you open the software, this is the new keyboard setup that's going to be open. And if you want to delete it, all you need to do is again right click and click on delete flavor, just press delete. And I'm going to say yes, I want to delete. And if you want to reset anything here because I think you messed up the default one, just right click and say set factory defaults, and it's back to the default keyboard setup. And the next option here is for you to create different Mistika config setups and presets. So for example, you can see that I created here a 1080p 2997 and a 720p 5994. And what does this mean? It means that I can just come here and just right click on it and say I want to load this flavor. It's going to ask if I want to load this Mistika ARC file. I'm going to say yes. And what this means is that when I open the software, this is the preset that I want to load. And it's basically going to open as 1080p 2997. And if you want to do any changes to it, since now this is the file that's being loaded, you can just double click on Mistika ARC and it's going to open Mistika Config like we saw last time, and you can confirm if all the details and settings are correct for your user. And if this is all good to go, you can just uncheck the box for edit the user's mode. And now you have the users on this computer. And if you actually want to delete the user completely, all you need to do is just check the user's mode again, select the user you want to delete, and just press the delete key. It's going to confirm if you want to delete that. Just click on yes, and you're good to go. The moment you're ready and your user is all set up, if you want to open the software, all you're going to do is either double click on your user or just click on login. With that, we're opening Mistika. And that's it. And next time, what we're going to do is take a look at the initial setup and talk a little bit about the project window and the media window and how we can set up some folder structures as well when you start bringing some media in.